This is take 4 and wants to talk about deriving front ocho. The reason we're doing this is that we think that these concepts that we're presenting are such core concepts and they're so interesting that we're hoping that they'll create a dialogue spark a dialogue so that you guys can talk about them too.
So let's just start. So for the followers, if we're doing front ochos, and let's assume that yes, we want to go side and change right in step and change right yada yada. So let's assume that that's the generic shape of the ocho, but of course more beautiful than that. Then you'd ask, well, here's some, excuse me, some fine details. As we step side, right here, I lift up through the ball of my foot.
I'm leading. I'm leading, by the way.
I stand still, and you notice my hips go all the way, and my upper body returns. And some people, and if we do ochos, you'll see that it stays that way. I step all the way over, hips go all the way, upper body returns. So my hips are in the line of my motion. And why is that? Let's say that again. Why is that? And in my way of thinking, I do that because I want the hips to be in line with the body. That this lets the energy go through the leg. So if you see me do that, this is a lot more whole than, for example, if I face her 100% with my chest.
That's just silly.
And you can do it.
Oh. Some of us can do it.
Some of us can do it. But that's not the ideal.
It's also got the same sense of yearning towards me, which is really, to us, more tango than if he actually succeeded. So it's both more whole for his body, but it's also, to us, more tango if he doesn't succeed in going back into my face like that.
Right. So if she's leading me in front ochos this way, when we go here and I come to her, you see I'm not facing her. I'm trying to. And that comes back to this idea of the dissonance.
Right.
For the follower, that was for the follower. For the leader, as you do this, I do something very interesting that's different, I think, from many people, and that's that I keep the hips still and I move the upper body. So you'll see if I'm leading front ochos, side change, pivot, I stabilize with the hips and then extend. And why is that? And the answer for me, and this is a new thing I didn't introduce before, but I'll cheat, is that it lets us be more together. So if I rotate here, then when we step, I'm not really stepping forward, I'm not really stepping aside, but she's going in a pure way. And this takes me away from her, this turn of my hips. Whereas if my hips are here, facing her, you'll see she's completely hidden by my hips, which is maybe not a bad thing.
No, not for me, it's not a bad thing.
No, that's not what I mean at all.
I know.
That right here, the facing of my hips, brings me more towards her and makes us more together.
We actually looked at that. We looked at doing the ochos in the other way, where he would be angled and starting my pivot before he starts his step. And what he gave you just then was our conclusion about it, which is that we like it better with his hips completely flat because then it can be completely with me.
So I'm going to give one more piece of material, which is maybe too much. She's like, I'm going to cut this out, David.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. And I'm going to show you that because it was a really interesting way of doing an ocho. So I could instead step side, and then I could pivot her and turn myself as I change. And I could step and I could start to lead her pivot early. So you see I'm pivoting in my hips to motivate her pivot. So instead of the hips stabilizing, and it has a radically different feel.
So we did look at several different ways before we decided we liked the one that leaves us the most together.